Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. So the day in this video is just going to be a very short one, just a little partial teaser of the car driving. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I need to go in the house to get some water for the coolant, put some extra water in there and get this thing ready for a wee drive. Right, so bumpers on. I'm going to have to trim it down a little bit better to fit this one on because the intercooler is obviously for a GTR. So let's get in here, take the trusty bonnet stand down. Oh, there's a knack to that. And put these bonnet clips on. Yes, she's looking together anyway. Yeah, everything's good to go, I think. Tyre pressure's not bothered about, we're not going far. I'm only going to go maybe about half a mile from the house. In fact, I better check, make sure I've actually got fuel in the back of the car because I've not got my fuel gauge wired up yet. So let's have a wee look, see what we've got. Yeah, not too much to be honest, but it should be enough to kind of get a feel and see this DCT box working. So I think there's probably about 5-6 litres in there. Yeah, which is probably do about 30 odd miles. This thing super good on fuel for some weird reason. So yeah, come inside guys and I'll show you, you'll see it yourself. It has changed a little bit, it's looking a little bit tidier. I have to sort the dash and stuff like that. I have got like this piece that I'll stick up there just to kind of make that all nice again. What I've got here is just got some cables because I was doing the DCT firmware update on the gearbox, and because it's still using the BMW protocol, I also done a clutch relearn as well, so it relearns the twin plate clutch. So yeah, basically what we're going to do here is we're going to log into the laptop and we're going to look over the map and see what we've got. There, actually, I want to go to the DCT software menu here just now because I want to soften up everything because at present this is pretty aggressive for my little Honda. For the map, I've just basically got this one here. It's just, you know, been made up out of scratch, and as you can see, the power tune dash is now working. Yeah, been speaking to MAXXECU, he's like the boy with it, and he's been helping me out with doing like a can dump and stuff like that, just to make sure things are, you know, reading correctly. So for instance, I have like 67.9 degrees here, and up here I've got 68. So yeah, all that shit works. And she bursts into life. I need to check that my idle actually is idle control. Got here, I got a closed loop, that's fine. My targets, so I've got 1000 RPM, and down there we've got 1000 RPM, down there we've got pretty much 1000 RPM, so we're good. What I'll do is I'll actually start logging. Let's put up here, and just hit that one. So that's her logging now, so brakes in, reverse gear, let up the brake, a little bit of throttle. Yes! So smoothly so far. Need to close the door. And I must apologise guys, I've not got a camera mount, so it's going to get pretty janky to show you guys, but this is just a bit of a video, just as a taster to see if this is going to work. So yes guys, we're getting somewhere. We are in. The car's running fine, everything's going well. However, my laptop's just died now, so I can't do any further tuning. However, I've got a slight issue I need to sort out. My wheel speed sensors, basically I need to calibrate them. So yeah, at present the ECU doesn't like to see if the front wheels are spinning different from the back because traction control and stuff like that, but even when you switch that off, the gearbox doesn't like to see different wheel speeds, so it thinks it's wheel spinning. So at that point there, it won't come out of second gear. So I'll show you here. Basically, brake on, into first, and I can drive into second. Everything's fine. Third. Yeah. Doesn't let you go into third, and that's just because it's not able to see the front wheel speed sensor. Another thing I need to change, and I shit myself here, when I went to go up a gear, I hit this one positive. And yeah, it goes down, so my up is down and my down is up. Oh, I love the sound of this thing. I wish I could put the foot down so bad, but I don't know what the fueling is just now, because like I say, it's a map I just made up with the blue. In fact, I got it off a lad called Henrik Andersson. He's a guy from Sweden, absolute legend by the way. If you're watching this, thank you very much for the help. And also Richard Stanson at EMS, who's sorting me out with all the gearbox stuff, all the firmware, just putting up with me all this time, asking questions all the time. So right guys, so back in the house again. I've just gone over some of the logs because obviously I wasn't getting any more gears, and I did suspect it was probably a speed sensor issue. So so yeah, I think it was a speed sensor issue. So you're a monkey. So yeah, so I'm just looking here and I'm going through it all, making sure all the shifts are working, stuff like that. However, if you look at here, reported speed, I don't know if you can see there, is 0, and I move this along, it's 0. So unfortunately I've not got speed sensor. So looking into my digital inputs, I do actually have a front sensor blipping in and out. However, that could be the rear. So ideally what I need to do is jack the car up, spin the wheels separate obviously, and then make sure the teeth are right, and then calculate circumference of the wheel and stuff, just to make sure everything's bang on. So yes guys, you seen it. At first we had the wheel speed sensor issue, but we ended up getting that sorted, and then we took it up for a proper run. Again, this was only around about 50% throttle, if that actually, because I've not yet mapped the engine, never mind the gearbox. But it runs, it drives, selects gear, it feels fantastic. I can't get over how it feels, it's just nuts. So yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing. I can't wipe the smile off my face. But anyway guys, I hope you guys are staying safe, and as per usual, we'll catch you in the next vid. Cheers.